Fire, Fight, Flight is my first experience on creating a platformer. The player has the ability to shoot in any direction, and every time the player shoots, the player is pushed back in the opposite direction. This pushback is also used for jumps, and hence platforming and combat are tied to the same action or mechanic, and even the same resource. Resource being the number of shots the player can take at any given time. Hi, I am Satan Hazard, and welcome to Kali Canvas Studios. I started with programmer art and coded some of the core functionalities. I had a one-off experience using Kinematic Body 2D to create platforming mechanics, but this time around the results wasn't actually what I needed. So I started googling, and after a lot of googling, the answer seemed to be Rigid Body 2D. I downloaded this example game from the Godot Asset Store and started ripping it apart, trying to figure out the ins and outs of how to actually work with the Rigid Body 2D. I slowly built up a prototype and had my friends playtest them. At this point there were some major bugs. For example, if the player landed with 0 shots in reserve, I wanted to refill 1 shot instantly. But my game couldn't really tell the difference between just jumped and just landed. So the player would always end up with more bullets than they were supposed to have. To fix all these major bugs, I came up with some hacky solutions and just carried forward. But these solutions worked only half of the time and made the pace of the game very slow, which is not what I wanted. Not to mention, these solutions started to poop up bugs everywhere else in the game. Midway through development, after creating entire stages and enemies, I started to solve these bugs for reals. For example, from the event before, I just added a new cooldown mechanic, so 1 second after shooting, if the player is touching the ground, his shot is refilled. Doesn't matter if he has just landed, just jumped, or had never left the ground. Providing actual solutions for these bugs started to make the game a lot faster and a lot more fun, and a lot more like what I actually wanted to make. Now, talking about the pace of the game, the mechanic of replenishing 1 shot as soon as the player landed made the game really slow and methodical. But that is not what I actually wanted to make. I wanted to make a game where the player would be flying around all over the place, trying to beat the game as fast as possible. So instead of replenishing only 1 shot, I replenished all of the shots, and that did the trick. For most of the game, nothing really happened when the player got hit by the enemy or when the player fell off of a platform. I didn't want to add a completely different resource in the form of lives, and I couldn't use shots resource as lives either because they are going to be replenished most of the time anyways. So I finally decided to add checkpoints. Every time the player is hit or falls off of a platform, he or she is reset to the last checkpoint. I always wanted this game to promote speedruns, and the checkpoints added to that. Every time the player failed or played badly, he or she would simply need more time to beat the game. Checkpoints also made the harder and more annoying parts of the game more bearable. Now let's talk about polish and some quality of life additions. I had some ideas I wanted to try out from the very beginning. So first of all, I have never worked with particles or shaders before, and it turned out to be quite simple and easy to do. I made a simple shader for every time the player is hit, and with a palette swap, it is also used every time the player's shots are refilled. I also made some simple particle systems every time an enemy is defeated, and another simple particle system for all of the bullets in the game. I had this idea of the player character's eye tracking the mouse pointer, and it worked out beautifully and added a lot of personality into the game. I also had another idea of the bullets being these little creatures that follow the player around, but that worked out horribly, was very hard to do, and just added unnecessary clutter into the game. Oftentimes players and even myself would miss jumps because the mouse pointer would be aiming in one direction, the direction of shooting, but the jump will be in a completely different direction. So it was very easy to miss aim jumps. To solve this issue, I simply added these tiny half transparent arrows, and now it's a lot easier to aim jumps. Every enemy in the game goes down with one shot, which helps keep the game fluid and in motion. But for the final boss, I gave it lives, and I made it chase the player, and I made it invincible to bullets from certain directions. Initially, the boss had a much more robust routine, occasionally stopping and firing larger bullets at different directions. But that system turned out to be buggy, and the boss was fun and hard without it anyways. Also, I started to feel a little bit lazy, so I scrapped it. Link to the game and different social medias can be found in the description below. Please play and feedback. Please like and subscribe this video, and follow me anywhere it is convenient for you. Adios for now. Hope to meet again soon.